is rules. RIF and SWRL allows for more complex rules that RDF and OWL, while SPQRL is a language for searching and through information for RDF data, and OWL ontologies like using searching engine for web data. And next is proof and cryptography. Proof. Let's talk about proof. Proof, all symmetric and rule that are executed at layers below proof, and the result will be used to prove. And next is cryptography. Cryptography means such as digital signature or for verification of the origin of source is used. And let's talk about user interface and application. On the top of layer, user interface and application layer is built for user interaction. www operation. www works on client-server approach. Following step explain how the web works. First is user enters the URL, say http tutorials.com of the web page in the address bar web browser. Number 2 is the browser. 2 is then browser requests the domain name server for the IP address corresponding to www.tutorial.com. Number 3 is after receiving IP address, browser send the request for web page to the web server using HTTP protocol, which specifies the way the browser and web server communicates. And number 4 is then web server receive request using HTTP protocol and check it, search for the requested web page. If found it returns it back to the web browser and choose the HTTP connection. And the last is now the browser received the web page. It interprets it and display the content of web page in the web browser window. Okay, let's proceed to data intelligence. What is Resource Description Framework or RDF? The Resource Description Framework or RDF is all about the general framework for representing, interconnect, describing, and exchanging metadata, which enables standards exchange of data based on relation. RDF is used to integrate data from the multiple sources. Next is taxonomies and ontologies. Taxonomies RDF schema or RDFS allows more standards description or taxonomies and other ontological structure or RDFS help organize information into categories or relation like a library catalog that show how books are related. For example, It could like different categories like animals and plants and show that dogs are the type of animals. And let's talk about ontologies. Web Ontology Language or OWL offer more construct over RDFS. It comes following 3 versions. First is OWL Lite for taxonomies and simple contracts. 2 is OWL DL for full description logic support. And 3 is OWL for more syntactic freedom. Freedom of RDFO. Internet etiquette. Internet etiquette are also called netiquette. Netiquette is the basic rule of technique which accepted worldwide for effective communication through the internet. These are the mandatorily followed. The first is short message. Message you send through internet shall be short and to the point. And number 2 is spell check. Activate spell check feature in your document to avoid spelling mistake while typing. And number 3 is mixed case. Instead of using single case through the entire message, try to use mixed case. And number 4 is subject. Always have a hint related to your content as a subject. The subject to be appraised rather than a complete sentence, providing the clues of email. And number 4 is carbon copy or CC. When you carbon copy someone on an email, it means you are sending them a copy of the message for their information. The recipient in the carbon copy field can see has been copied on the email, but they are not considered the primary recipients. And number 6 is blind copy. Blind carbon copy or BCC. Blind carbon copy is an email figure that lets secretly include recipient in an email, hiding their address from others. And number 7 is name at the bottom. Include your name at the bottom of every email or message you send. This helps to identify the sender, especially when you multicast or broadcast the message. And number 8 is attachment to be small. Attachment to be small. Keep the attachment small with respect to memory size, as it blocks the recipient mailbox. Try to avoid sending files larger than 2 megabytes. And do not forward unwanted message. Avoid forwarding unwanted message as well as messages that do not belong to you. And next is abbreviation. Use abbreviation wisely. And send button, as you cannot change anything mail once it's sent. Think twice before you click the send button. And email operation. Here we will be discuss the operation that can to be performed on an email, but first of all, we will learn to how create an email account.
Hey everyone, I am Regine A. Mangilin and I will be discussing my reporting. First, replying email. Replying emails means sending a message back to the person who sent you a message. And this is the process. Once you click reply, it will automatically copy the sender's address into the field. Below to the field, there is a text box where you can entering message. Once you've done entering message, click send button. Next is forwarding an email. Forwarding an email is like sharing it with someone else. It is also possible to send a copy of the message that you have received along with your own comment if you want. The difference between replying and forwarding an email is that when you reply a message to a person who has sent you an email, but while forwarding an email, you can send it to anyone. Next is deleting email. Deleting email means it's like throwing it away. It's removing the email from your inbox so you don't see it anymore. Next is email etiquette. This refers to conventional rule of personal behavior or guidelines for how to behave in a polite and respectful way. Next is downloading. Downloading means receiving data or file from the internet on your computer. If you click the link, your browser should prompt you to select one of two methods for downloading the file. The first one is open with will